Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. There's no super chats on here. Also, the Steve Cannon photo, absolutely beautiful. $12,000. If you pay an OMI, a portion of it does go to Best Friends Animal Society. Contact me, I'll let you know how to get one. Not this one. This one's mine. Anywho, we do have a little bit of shakiness in the markets today. It really had nothing to do with any type of Black Swan event. Had a bit to do with the amount of Ethereum futures ETFs that were approved. And now, according to Crypto Rain, says once those types of things do get approved, it's easier and people can more confidently short the market. So ETH is actually down about 4% today because of that. Bitcoin down about 1.3%, so not crazy. Actually, all of the top 10 is down. All of the top 20 is down except for Bitcoin Cash, which is up 2%. And all of the top 30 is down except for Bitcoin Cash. However, OMI is on the exception list, moving up to number 128, up about 0.3%, up to 000878. We were at 000888 before. We just went a little bit down, so we went down about 0.5%. But again, we are still up 0.3% on the day. 708,000 in volume, so is it a ton? No. Is it more than we usually get at like 650? Sure, yeah, it's a little bit more than that, which is fine. Veve keeps going and really doing some fun stuff. We'll go over what Veve does. Actually, before we move on, I do want to make a special note of Grumpy Cat. It's up like 300% the last couple of months. Had like a 3.5 hour space on it the other day. I know most of the top wallets, like top 20. And out of the top 100, the last 3 months, only 4 or 6 of them had actually sold. The rest are hodling and buying. So me and a buddy were the top. We share a wallet. We're in the top 25 or the 24th wallet. We're not selling, at least not anytime soon. Anyway, I just did want to make special note of that, just because that was a fun space we did this weekend. Anywho, Veve. All right, so Ron English says, quote, "If you stick with Mogul, then you will have a lot of magical things happen for them," end quote. And also, quote, "Mogul Grin is the doorway to a whole universe. Do you think that," end quote. I don't know if that's for the whole set or the secret rare or whatever it is, but that is very, very interesting about what is happening. That is the first IP branded world that Veve has announced. I imagine there's a lot of stuff that Ron wants to say but can't say. Maybe he'll say something at New York Comic Con. He'll be there. He should be at the Veve logo party, if I'm not mistaken. Not the Veve logo party, just the Veve party in general. The logo holders will just be there. And speaking of, okay, so Veve the last couple weeks, I have posted about this before, but I think I do need to make a bigger choice of it today, where they have gone on yesterday and said, hey guys, we're going to retweet NFL. So NFL had a couple of things that they're doing. They're trying to get, I think they recognized that when more people care about Taylor Swift being at the Chiefs-Jets games than the actual Chiefs and Jets game, they might have an issue. But they were working on this, talking about Andy's Room. We had Delco Dude say Andy's Room is cooler than Wembley Stadium, because what they're doing is they're taking a bunch of the Pixar pals, or not our Pixar pals, just Andy's Room and all the Pixar peeps in general. Toy Story is a Pixar property. And they're saying, hey, let's recreate the football game in Andy's Room with army men, with all these men. Slinky the dog is there. And it's just really cool. It's fun. It's live. It's the same things going on during the game. And Veve has retweeted the NFL. And it's like, why are they... I don't understand this. Why are they going and retweeting NFL? Is it somebody that thought they were retweeting their own account, but they happen to be on Veve's account, and that's why they're reposting it? I'm not sure why. And then we have today, earlier, New York Comic Con. Again, this doesn't come from Veve. This doesn't come from Marvel. This doesn't come from the New York Giants. But this just in, Marvel and the New York Giants teamed up to bring football legend Eli Manning to their New York Comic Con booth for a special surprise. This is going to go on at booth 2153 on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the big reveal. I have no idea. Well, first off, who's sharing a booth with Marvel? The Veve. What does Marvel have to do with the New York Giants? And I mean, he doesn't really play for them anymore. I mean, he's retired now, but Is he going to come back? Is he going to come back for the New York Jets? I mean, again, obviously it's the Giants that's doing this. I don't know what is going on, and it's presented by Invisalign, the teeth invisible braces company. So again, I'm not 100% sure what to go and make of this, but that's the same night as the Veve party. Seems like a lot's going down that night. It just, okay, Veve's going and retweeting NFL. You can kind of write that off. Okay, Veve sharing a booth with Marvel. Okay, that's really cool too, but they do this every year. So, you can kind of write that off. They always do this. Nothing crazy or special, even though it is. Marvel partnering with the Giants. What does Marvel have to do with that? I mean, Disney owns most of ESPN, I think like 85%. So that's really cool. But part of the reason why they're not, if Disney were to get the WWE license, they would stream it on probably ABC, because you would have to pay for Disney Plus in order to see WWE. They're not going to do that. They're not going to stream it on ESPN because they only own like 85% of ESPN. They would probably do it on ABC. But what does Marvel have to do with the Giants? And what is he doing there at the booth with Marvel and Veve? I don't know. Comment down below all your crazy and wild theories on what it could be, because I am stumped. On top of that, you do have a NFT Plaza. NFT Plaza, I reached out for comment. They were not able to go and give me one. They were not able to go and say anything as far as... They didn't even get back to me, so I don't know what they said. But in one of their most recent articles, they said, called Veve's Influence on Prized Collectibles, they say, further enhancing the collecting experience is Veve's forthcoming virtual showroom, talking about the home space in the Veveverse. Poised to launch on the same date as its Iron Man relics, meaning that Funko, when they're doing this, there's 3,000 of these Funko Pops. They're 18-inch vinyl, so they're $150, which means $450,000 for all of them. When you go on and take a look at that, it's like, okay, that's a lot of money. But Veve's partnering with Funko, that's great. And they're slated to sell on the Funko website on 18 October. I think that's a Wednesday. And they go on and say, the platform aims to empower collectors to unite, discuss, and even swap items with other fellow enthusiasts, again, on October 18th. So if the virtual showroom is poised to launch on the same date as the Iron Man relic, October 18th, I don't know if it's going to be ready. To my knowledge, there was only a couple of rounds of Veveverse beta invites. Is it ready? Is it so good that it's ready right now? I didn't think we'd get this until like the end of the year. It is Q4, so yeah, start off Q4 with a bang. Happy Q4, everyone. Ooh, that made a nice sound. And is that one of the things that they might be showing off at the party on October 12th? Is it? Is it not? What other IP branded worlds could we have? Could we have a Marvel one? I don't know. But they go on to say that, and again, I tried to reach out to the author. There has been no comment. There has been no reaching back out. So I'm just throwing that out there. 2 years ago on this day, Tony Gwynn said, looking to expand my Veve army. If you have kids that know how to use an iPad, send them my way. They can make $10 if they hit a comic book or collectible for me. And bonus structure if they hit rare items. Not a scam, just scaling. 3 times a week. They can work from home Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 9:55 a.m. I think that's Central Time. Download the iPad or iPhone. So basically what this person was doing is, you can only have so many devices that you can control and smash the buy now button at that point. And there is going to be, I guarantee you, we'll call them mules for now, for lack of a better word. They'll say like, hey, make a Veve account and go and be on the wait list and do this. And if you get it, great. We'll work out a way where we could eventually, you'll sell them to me at a discount. But right now, just make this account, KYC, do this, I'll pay you $10, $20 an hour. And it's like, oh, well, Chavez, most of these comics, go below retail, at least for the common and uncommon most. And yeah, most of them, you're right. But I don't think this is going to happen for very much longer. Again, depending on what happens on that Thursday, October 12th, at that Comic-Con after party hosted by Funko. Yeah, that's the other thing. Veve is not paying a dime for that party. It was that Paradise City, the place where that after party is, was bought out by Funko. So shout out to Veve for not having to do that. So feel free to get your drink on. But yeah, I think depending on what is announced at that party, we could possibly get quite a number of more users on top of that, on the heels of that. Also, something that came out 2 years ago, or I'm sorry, last year, is Eat the Rich, the GameStop saga on Season 1, Episode 3. This is making the rounds again, I'm not sure why. You do see Veve, oh, that's a little bright, but you do see Veve on this person's phone. You do see a MetaMask, you do see Facebook, Giphy, New York Times, but then right under the New York Times is Veve. So I just thought that was pretty fun. Somebody noticed that in there. Oh, shout out to my boy Wraithax that has NewYorkComicCon.eth. He is a mad lad with those ETH names. I love him. David Yu will be making a guest appearance on Around the Okomiverse. It will be sometime in October. It's not released yet on when, but tune in every week. That usually happens on Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, he will be coming on one of these dates in October. We don't know which one. Probably not next week, and probably not the weekend of Comic-Con. It might be the week after, but just throwing it out there. Shout out to The Whale, that one has a gold and silver Veve logo, and that has 10 million OMI in their account, but also just happened to buy the most recent Secret Rare Spider-Man for $4,800. So shout out to them for just being a whale and doing whale stuff. We do have the first appearance of Calypso and Kraven coming out. That is, let me see, I don't even know what this is. Okay, so this is 10,000 editions at $10 per edition. That does come out on October 5th. So if you want one, you can grab that. But again, the common or uncommon will likely go below retail. Just my opinion. So, Big Daddy Alfred Kahn. Sorry, K Collections, for using that nickname, renaming him that nickname that was given to me, but we could both be Big Daddy stuff. But anyway, Alfred Kahn goes on and says, I was wondering the same thing, Veve, or I'll read what he's quoting first. It was from someone whose name I can't pronounce, Ibarakui, saying, is it still possible to receive a gold and Veve logo from events like Comic-Con? Hashtag Veve, hashtag VeveFam. Short answer is no. I don't think David and Dan are really allowed to give it out at Comic-Con because they're at the Marvel booth, so they really only want to keep it to just specific Marvel things. But for when Al Khan goes and says, when Al Khan speaks, you listen. I was wondering the same thing, Veve. I might have to come to some New York Comic Con events again to see if I can secure one also. Who do you, as in YU, as in David Yu, have to know to get one? I heard no matter what, this could be a lot of Funko. I mean fun, though. Original Funko at Marvel. He goes and tags all of them. And I don't know if that's Al just hyping up the logo, whether he doesn't have one. So yeah, they could probably give him one. He could buy one, whatever he wants to do. I'd be very happy in order for Al to have that. If he's going to come to New York Comic Con, again, he lives in New York, so it shouldn't be too much of a travel for him. If he's going to come to New York Comic Con, he might show up at one of the parties. I don't know. Also, if you're watching this tonight on the 2nd, it is the last night in order to go to do the Disney Enthusiast for your chance to win an All Together Now and casting the first spell for Digital Collectibles. Just go to Veve Digital Collectibles. They had retweeted their own thing this morning. You just chance to win free stuff, which is cool. You like free stuff. Speaking of free stuff, Brock McBlockchain goes and says, November 2022 is when we will celebrate our full, I guess he means November 22nd of 2023. Feeshes will celebrate their full second year, and to celebrate, each set in Veve will randomly receive one of two possible options for an animated Veve Feesh tank. Thank you for those who have been collecting and enjoyed Series 1. Background video for a tease. So this is not an airdrop on MetaMask. This is an airdrop on the Veve app. So that does happen again on November 22nd. Does the drop happen at that time, or is that when the snapshot's taken? I'm not sure. For me, I have my full set. I just have one. I didn't go crazy with these. Again, I just have one. But I will say, because Brock did those giveaways of the sub 40s, number 39 and number 40, you're actually seeing some of them right now. KR121AN has the number 39 listed for $1,000. That is the uncommon. And then on top of that, you do have the ultra rare, which there is also a sub 100 on. The floor of that's $183. Ultra rare do be pumping though. But it's Fractal Edge with number 39 for $2,400. Are these worth it? I mean, it's sub 40s or sub 41, so those are very, very hard to get. I mean, for me, if I had already had my OMI bags packed and I had enough, yeah, I would totally get one. But for me right now, I need to get more OMI. That being said, part of the reason why I know this is going to be such a huge deal at such a huge time is because I know that OMI is going to outperform most things on this app. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I happen to think. This is just my opinion. But despite that, I happen to go and I collect things like the number 42 Human Torch. I could have very well used that $250 that I spent on it, and I could have gone and bought more OMI. But I didn't. Why? Because I needed it, because it was fun to have, and every single other person knows exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, I like this. I want this. And nothing to do with MCP points. It's a flex piece. It's, hey, guess what they're doing? They're doing a Fantastic Four movie in 2026. Same thing with an X-Men movie. They're, kind of want to be prepared, and I like these things. So, sue me. Anyway, there's an interesting thing on Reddit where Veve Collectibles, on the Veve Collectibles Reddit, somebody posted a poll, say, help me guys, who should I get, R2-D2 Golden Moment or Superman? And there's only like 50 people polled, but R2-D2 won. Beat Superman. Heckin' wild. Speaking of wild stuff, I happen to have a new friend that I work with. He was posing with a Marvel Mighty this morning, so I will hopefully get him into more Veve and OMI stuff. If you go and look at the metadata on this, Bezojman strikes again, this time with Amazing Spider-Man 252. Only 1,000 of those comics between the common through the secret rare. 10 common, 5 uncommon, 5 rares, 4 ultra rares. My heckin' goodness, how many thousands of dollars did that cost him? Dude does not stop. Dude don't miss. Speaking of people not missing, we have Civid saying, please welcome my 900th collectible and 96th set at David Yu, the official, etc., etc. 900 collectibles, 96 sets. Congrats on him for that. Very nice. Shout out to Market Smart that says, sir, the possibility of successfully finding a Star Wars 1977 reference mint at Veve floor is approximately 12,333 to 1. That is a reference from A New Hope. And then he says, never tell me the odds. And he happens to have a couple of C3POs that reference 1977. And speaking of Star Wars stuff, oh my good golly gosh. One of these is possibly this is probably one of the greatest sets that you can get on Veve. Rudy and Tina, Rudy at Nameco said, with some great teamwork and several months in the making, I am grateful to present my latest addition to Star Wars. This looks like it was made by Clever Jerk, but it is from Namecoast. He has the number 44 set of Luke Skywalker. The rare, the ultra rare, and the secret rare. I don't know how many thousands of dollars he had to spend on this. And as more people get sets like this, it does get harder. I have the number 43 set. So those are gone. So you just have less bargaining chips. He has the number 44 set. So I guess the next would be someone trying to get the number 45 set. It's just, he's one of the most popular characters just in media. And the fact that he got him, and I don't know how much time and money and energy he spent on him, but he got him. Super fantastic. Moving on. Veve also posts earlier today, Mickey Mouse and friends step into the shoes of the characters created by the master of horror, Bram Stoker, in the adaptation of this masterpiece, Dracula. This does drop on Friday, October 6th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, if you are going to be at Comic-Con, you have the cosplay competition at the Marvel booth on Saturday, October 14th at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am not in shape this year. I am not able to do that, so unfortunately, I will not be participating. But if you do, by all means. Anyway, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, 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 meow.